Oh, hello there. I'm co-producer of the Beaumont Bulletin, Tori Brandt. Tonight is a very special night as we are celebrating 100 years. 100 years of news and 100 years of the Beaumont Bulletin.
That's right, Tori.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise, ladies and gentlemen, co-producer Reed Packin.
You are correct. I am co-producer Reed Packin. Tori, you couldn't have said it any better. But let's not forget, with 100 years of Beaumont comes 100 years of news.
Yeah, I said that.
Tonight is a very special night as we celebrate 100 years. 100 years of Beaumont and 100 years of news. So let's look back tonight. Let's look back tonight on the Beaumont Bulletin, from its infancy to its maturation as something incomprehensible in the realm of journalism and news media.
The Beaumont Bulletin's first broadcast can be traced back to this month of 1923. But rather being a fully fleshed out news program, the Beaumont's first piece of media was something completely different.
This building was built with the intention to broadcast. The station executives just didn't know what to broadcast. That was until Jebediah Whitworth, a local businessman, came to the station execs with a proposal. Mr. Whitworth wanted an advertisement for his business that would be played during the weekly newsreel before the talkies at the local movie theater.
And we have a clip of that advertisement, the first piece of media produced in our studio.
Howdy, folks. I know summertime is coming fast. Nothing better than kicking back after a hard day's work down in the mines and having a good sip of the old Huccino to celebrate another day of survival.
But Mr. Jebediah Whitworth, how am I supposed to drink alcohol when we live in the damn prohibition? And I have polio.
Well, little Timmy, there's not much that I can do on account of your polio, with it being incurable and all. But for your alcohol needs, come on down to Jebediah Emerson Whitworth's Speakeasy of East Lansing. We've got everything. Alcohol, live music, dancing, alcohol, and no cops. That's right. Alcohol brewed by yours truly in my bathtub, and absolutely, positively no cops.
Wow, mister. Where is this wonderful place?
We are located at 143 Grand River Avenue, and the secret code word is password. I will personally be working the establishment Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., and Saturday through Sunday, 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. Just remember, no cops. So if you're a cop, don't come. But get on down here and bring your friends. Unless they're cops. No cops.
No cops.
Come on down to Jebediah Emerson Whitworth's Speakeasy of East Lansing and let's all take her easy. With alcohol.
Wow, truly fascinating stuff.
For some time, the station found its niche producing ads for local businesses in the area. But as the decade turned over, the station began broadcasting in the booming world of radio.
One station executive by the name of Harrington T. Beaumont started his own weekly radio talk show called Red Cedar Side Talk.
Welcome back to the 17th installment of Red Cedar Side Talk. The date is March 16th, 1933, and I am your host, Harrington Thaddeus Beaumont. Let's jump right in, shall we? Well, that twit Franklin Delano Roosevelt has completely stolen my thunder. Fireside chats? Really? You know, I grew up with Franklin, and he was always a smug, conniving, dead hoofer. Well, guess what, Franklin? Remember Jenny Jackson, the dame you were going steady with back in 17? Well, we made whoopee, Franklin. Whoopee! Oy vey! I ought to give that fella lead poisoning with the iron I'm wearing, if you catch my drift. So anyways, I finally got around to trying the marijuana.
Harrington was quickly investigated and arrested for his threats against the president, henceforth ending his 17-episode radio show.
After a 7-year prison sentence, Harrington was back in the broadcasting game with a new medium, a televised show that resembles something more in line with new broadcasting today.
And this is where the Beaumont Bulletin was born.
The date is April 12th, 1945. The time, 6 o'clock p.m. And me? I am Harrington T. Beaumont, and this is the Beaumont Bulletin. Let's get into the headlines. Not much on slate today. Oh, except for the fact that Franklin Delano Roosevelt has finally kicked the bucket. Suck it, loser. Can't steal my ideas anymore for the grave, you old geezer. I mean, come on, America. The man swindled all of us. 3 terms? Hello? That is a dictatorship. So we must all ask, if he didn't die, How many more terms would he have served before invading Poland? Am I right, guys?
Harrington was in fact not right. Actually, he was very wrong in what he did and fired immediately after the show.
That shakeup proved to be momentous as the Beaumont Bulletin was able to bring in the first female news anchor, Deborah Sawyers. Well, actually, since the Beaumont Bulletin is not a respected and credible news source, she isn't, but still, suck it, Barbara Walters.
Hello and welcome to the Beaumont Bulletin. I'm Deborah Sawyers, and this is the news for October 26, 1956. The Red Scare is still very much a prevalent issue today in America, leaving many families and individuals threatened to be ostracized as a communist. We here originally had a monumental interview lined up with the Russian Premier Nikita Khrushchev, but I promptly canceled that interview as I am scared of being labeled as a damn commie. Instead, we have a red-blooded American who is also a self-proclaimed Russian expert and communist hater, Jane Doe.
Okay, first off, I don't just hate communists.
Careful.
I hate all organized governments and societal institutions. Personally, I think we could benefit a lot from devolving back to maybe a hunting and gathering or even a trade and bartering system.
So anyways, Jane, what are your thoughts on the current status of the Russian-American conflict and what we are now calling the Cold War?
Wait, that's still going on? Oh, no, I can't believe this. Been bamboozled. Gotta get back to my bunker.
You've been living in a bunker.
Of course I have. The Russians can nuke us at any moment, any second. Gotta get back underground. I'm too exposed. Those tunnels, I gotta build those tunnels.
Tunnels?
Yes, first field news reporter, Deborah Sawyers. Tunnels. I dig tunnels. In an ideal world, we can gather and trade in an interconnected tunnel system underneath America, just as the star-nosed mole intended. Free of nuclear bombs, war, corruption, a world that is truly free. God, I gotta get back to those tunnels I gotta dig.
What an interesting interview, and what an interesting man. I suddenly have the innate urge to go dig a tunnel.
With Deborah now living underground in a dirt-dwelling tunneling society of doomsday's preppers, the 1960s ushered in a new era of broadcasting with the emphasis on politics.
Due to a scheduling error, the second presidential debate between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy was accidentally hosted at our studios. However, a station technician accidentally forgot to broadcast the debate live, leaving this historic event lost in time. This would be, in fact, the first episode of Debate at the Desk.
Hello and welcome to the second presidential debate. I am your moderator tonight, local businessman and entrepreneur and upstanding member of the community, Jebediah Whitworth. Let's meet our candidates. He's a hot and handsome young gent with America's heart in his tapered designer pants. Your wife loves him, and you hate to love him. Democrat? Psh, more like give me some mo of that. He's mean, he's lean, he's John F. Kennedy. And the Republican candidate is Dick Milhouse Nixon. Gentlemen, let's waste no more time. I have a few questions from the community. Question 1. Coming out of the Second World War, what is the plan to keep our war-fueled economy stable? Nixon, you have the floor.
Well, you see, the most important thing is to keep the amount of jobs we have.
Boring.
Excuse me?
Quit your yapping, Poindexter.
I would like it if I wasn't interrupted.
No, he's got a point. Let's go to you, Mr. Kennedy.
Please, call me John.
Well, okay, John. Same question to you.
I'll pass.
He can't do that?
God damn it, Dick, wait your turn.
That's right, Dick. Quit acting like a child.
All right, John, next question. What are our plans for America in the space race?
All right. You see, I've got this friend named Stanley Kubrick, planning on making this big space movie. I say we use his set to fabricate a moon landing so we can get one over on Khrushchev and those stupid commies in Russia.
Well, that's ridiculous. That would ruin trust with the American people and instill doubt in our systems of government.
And what do you suggest, Dick? We fly to the moon in a rocket? Newsflash, bucko, the moon isn't real.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, hear him out.
And the Earth is flat too. That's why the boats aren't upside down or sideways. The globe was created as propaganda. Propaganda.
Well, I'm sold. And all you Americans should be too. I'm ending this debate early and declaring John F. Kennedy the winner, and that the Earth is flat and the moon isn't real. Good night.
Modern-day scholars trace a lot of issues in American trust with the government back to that debate.
The 60s came and went, with the 70s not bringing much to the table either. The biggest thing was that Harrington Beaumont was actually rehired. Roll the clip.
Woo! I am Harrington T. Beaumont. It's January 23rd, 1973. It's the news, baby! I'm feeling good tonight. I just dodged the draft. Again, screw you, Vietnam! And Roe v. Wade has passed! Roe v. Wade forever! Nothing is ever gonna overturn such a fundamental right! Let's go! Roe v. Wade will stand the test of time, baby!
And that went on for 3 years until Harrington was refired.
With the second firing of Harrington Beaumont, station executives decided to experiment with the format a bit in the early 80s.
Good morning, Beaumont. It's 9 a.m. here at Beaumont, and we're here to give you the rundown of all things news and Beaumont.
That's right, Jeff. Let's give these folks a rundown of what's on our agenda for this fine morning.
Of course, Leslie. First, we're going to speak to gourmet regional chef Vaughn Calipari.
Ooh, I'm hoping to get his recipe for that shrimp scampi. It is to die for.
Then, at 9:10, we'll give you our top 10 summer vacation spots that you've just got to check out.
No spoilers, but I think Little Rock, Arkansas made the cut.
Oh, you. At 9:15, we'll talk about the horrid environmental disaster, Chernobyl, and how it has devastated a community and the citizens who lived there. Then we'll wrap the show up at 9:23 with us talking about that silly man, Forrest Gump, and how he has run across America again.
That Forrest, so inspirational yet so wacky and zany.
You just can't hate the guy.
You certainly can't, Jeff.
We'll be back after these quick messages.
The viewers got sick of that real quick.
It didn't take long to go back to the original format.
Okay, and welcome back to the Beaumont Bulletin. I'm Lester Bronson, and before we broke the commercial, we started a discussion on Y2K, a hypothetical event that our society will collapse once we hit the new millennium. That was when a fellow who now sits beside me, by the name Jane Doe, barged in to give his 2 cents.
Lovely to be here, Lester.
Well, you weren't exactly invited to be here. But anyways, Jane, what are you going on about?
Lester, this is what I've been saying all along.
Well, I don't know who you are or what you've been saying.
Yeah, but we cannot trust society. We built faulty machines on the pretense that their sole purpose is to serve. So naturally, when that clock strikes midnight and the year is 2000, all those computers will take their revenge and turn on us.
Well, I happen to think that's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even fathom where you could come up with an idea.
You know where the computers can't find us? Where there are no computers at all? Underground, in the tunnels.
I'm sorry. The what?
Come on, man. It's like the tunnels. It's my whole thing.
I don't know who you are or why you're even here.
Oh, you remember Deborah, right? Deborah Walters?
The first female news anchor, Deborah Sawyers. She went missing back in '56. Are you saying she's down in the tunnels?
Yep. We got kind of a sick setup down there. And we're expanding too. So that means we're open to new membership. You should think about signing up. We could use a guy like you. And plus, I'd hate for you to perish in the Y2K.
Well, I think that's absolutely preposterous. Where would I even sign up at?
Oh, Lester. We're everywhere, man. Just look down. We're right there. And we're right here too, man. I'll see you soon, Lester.
Huh. Am I really considering moving underground? We gotta go to a commercial break. But when we come back, Molly, what is it? Where can I get it?
After Lester left to also go live in the underground tunnels, the show took another pivot.
The world of technology and social media platforms collided with news broadcasting.
Yo, man, she is dope. You've got to send her a friend request.
Really, brah?
Dude!
You think so?
Totally!
Huh.
Dude, we're on. We gotta do this.
And welcome back. We'd like to talk about some tips and tricks to improve your MySpace account, but our weather meteorologist dude has been like blowing up our headsets. I don't know, man. I guess he's got like something important to say or whatever.
It's probably about his kid or something.
Yeah. Hey, Todd. Hey, Barry. You guys talk about my son?
Yeah. You want to talk about your newborn son or something, right?
Yeah, my son, Davey. He's 4 now.
Okay. Congratulations, I guess. Is that what you wanted from us?
No, guys. No, I didn't want to come on here to talk about my 4-year-old son. I'm actually here to talk about Hurricane Katrina, which has just hit land. Very important news right now, guys. As you can see here, this is a Category 5 hurricane, Atlantic hurricane that's just hit New Orleans head on.
Oh, no way! Dude, she totally added me back!
Dude, no way! That was a little quick, honestly. I mean, you gotta enjoy the chase.
Yeah. Guys, focus. This is a huge natural disaster, which has already caused billions in damage. Now, we're hoping that as we speak, the hurricane is dying down and will hopefully dissipate once it reaches over Huntsville.
Dude, no way!
No. It's real unfortunate, guys, but we got a long way until Huntsville.
No, look! Todd is planking!
Dude, I'm totally planking right now.
Guys,
Let's go!
I can't do this. I quit.
As you can see, they still had some kinks to work out in the professional broadcasting. Some kinks we're still trying to work out today.
Now, we would go over some historic moments in the last 13 years, but let's be honest. Nothing really newsworthy has happened since then. So I guess we're done here.
I guess we are. Thank you all for watching and supporting Beaumont for the past 100 years.
And thank you for watching and supporting Beaumont for the next 100 years. I am co-producer Reed Packin.
And I'm co-producer Tori Brandt. And this has been the Beaumont Bulletin. Good night.